That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that
This is thrown together, can you tell? Broadcast live from the heart of Europe. Oh, fuck it. Let's do the grammar of the title. What did I fuck up here? Susie compares internet treatment of Susie Lou. 2 KKK. I forgot the TO. Cut.
These shows are the best shows.
My grammar's bad?
Yes.
If that's the case, I'm fucking Eddie Murphy, because it happens every day. CJ compares internet treatment of Susie Lou to KKK pressing blacks. All right, fix Biggie. You happy, you fucking goofy Canuck? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Shot for the Point. I got First, Walt, and Kevin. Oops, comrade. If anybody is in the Discord, they'll get that joke. Rotten Raven Studios, Corona Garcia, Miss Diva, Cactus. I'm not early. I fooled all you fuckers. What I did was I put the clock ahead 5 minutes. Actually, I am right on time. 9
You could say that clock did not click like a metronome.
The clock did not click like a metronome. Negative. Well, we got a few things to talk about. We got thoughts. Carole Baskin gets trolled. Something I terribly want to show, comrade, but I won't tell you. A gun to your head, turkey or salmon? I never had salmon in my life.
Peasants? You fucking peasants?
Never with you.
Is that even a question?
Yeah, I think I'm going turkey.
It's obviously salmon. Yeah, obviously.
Really? Ugh. They're disgusting. I don't know. I don't like the way they look.
They're disgusting.
Thanks so much.
Person of color.
No, they freak me out. The salmon, I don't know, something about them committing suicide to make babies. I don't know in particular.
The fuck are you talking about?
Damn phobia.
They swim across like they do this. I watched this movie about salmon when I was like in science class, like in elementary school, and they swim. They do this like incredible like a migration, and they all kill themselves at the end after they're done mating, and I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, and pigs bathe in their own shit. You still eat bacon.
Yeah, this from that. Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, I don't.
Listen, I'm not Jewish. I'm not. I won't eat an animal that doesn't disregard his own feces. Name that movie. Oh man, I don't have what Samuel L. Jackson has. Verse, how are you?
I'm doing extremely well. I just woke up. Let's do it.
Actually, I'm wondering how much Valorant I'm watching, and I can't get the fucking drop. And I have my shit hooked up. I'm really getting irritated with this shit. It's actually.
It's not that fucking hard.
It's
really not that hard.
It's very difficult because I could watch these streams 2-3 hours, leave them on, walk out of the fucking room, leave the sound on, and nothing fucking happens ever. Ever.
See, we're on completely different levels. I've had this game for like 2 to 3 weeks now. I've played on 2 different regions. I've spent at least $500. Like we are on completely different levels.
Already?
I'm enjoying myself.
You spent
already?
Yeah. You spend entirely too much time on Twitch. Entirely too much time.
No, I didn't. I actually watched zero Twitch at all.
The commentary community is south. It'll rise again. By the way, I saw Turkey Tom's Zaptai / Alex video, and it was quite good. And I if you guys want to revisit this drama, there is not. I'll be honest with you. There's not a lot of. If you're a big Nick DiOrio fan, there's not a lot new. But I think it's a good idea where, as funny as Nick is, his videos are, they're put together. They have a lot of information in there.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
And he values that information being correct over entertainment. Thank you, Walkie. Thank you so much, bud. And like Tom is, I don't think Nick would disagree with you. Tom delivers it in, I don't know. Like, I don't know what this like in a more, I guess, pleasing way. Not that I don't like Nick's style, because Nick is just straight with the facts. But dare I say that Tom's a little more artistic with it. and it's a really good delivery of the whole situation. It's well done, and I think this story needs to be, and I'm going to be covering this story needs to be signal boosted, because only people in sort of the Augie, Tommy C,
That's a lot
tipster,
of money, I guess, for a person of color
area know that this guy got screwed so bad. So any 100K I probably cover it every time a YouTuber does a major video on it, because I think it's that important to find out. It's not the same video. It's just presented a different way. It's presented a different way, and I think I learned one or two things I didn't know. And me and Dave are in it, and you'll recognize some of the voices, the voice actors in it, and it's really good. And I think it's because me and Tom really like Zaptai as far as his content was concerned, and yeah, it was just a fucking shame that Alex and Deodor Anthony just cut this guy down in half, because I guess that's what those guys do. Have we seen over and over and over again, So yeah, look forward to that. I guess in the coming days. I can't get Valorant. I don't know why. I want to show this I want to start off with this before we get into the meat. Who is that, comrade?
That is Matt. Oh, I've seen this.
Go show it. That's Skip. That's Skip. Pikachu's right underneath him. It's like Negachu.
Hey, man.
Because he's a black Pikachu.
What?
How did that leak? You seen that before?
Yes.
Oh, he's clearly a white. He's clearly a white supremacist.
Hey, man. I agree.
How old is this?
I don't know, but I like it. I don't like Mad Pat that much. I think he's kind of a phony.
Go show it. That's Skip.
Comrade loves him.
Pikachu's right.
I know, and that's why I'm showing it to Comrade. I'm showing what a racist bastard he is.
Yes, I have to disavow. No other
It's
option.
like Negachu.
Negative.
What the fuck? I like Matt Pat even more now.
That's fucking funny. All right, and to the thank God. I don't think Steve Joe blocks me, but I don't follow him. Thank God Lionhead's around. Here's what this motherfucker said. This actually can leave. I don't think, look, I'm not calling Matt Pat a bigot or anything. I'm just busting balls. I think it's just funny that people freak out over that word so much. But this I think is actual, if it's not racism, it's a tremendous lack of self-awareness. Steve Joe wrote, I'd like to see this targeted harassment campaign that Susie Liu has engaged in. She made a Discord. Has she made a Discord about people? Actually, there's some circumstantial evidence that she deleted it. Has she made countless videos about anyone? Irrelevant. In spite of warnings, give me a break. That's like taking a black guy to a KKK rally and say, "Don't hurt him." Pathetic. That's a yikes and a half. Holy Christmas!
That's a yikes for me, dog.
So Hitler.
Like, was he trying to say? Like, well, you wouldn't be, criticizing her for copyright if she was black. is that what he's trying to say here? I mean,
what I'm taking away from this tweet is that he's saying that the black person in that KKK rally deserved it because Susie Liu deserved it. So is he making a one-to-one comparison?
Possible.
I think we need to cancel him
that black
right away.
Guy could have stole somebody's bike. I don't know. I mean, how the fuck can you say something like this? I mean, harassment. I mean, every one of these. By the way, and I am sick of the fucking disclaimers. Don't harass him. Don't harass him. No, we got somebody fucking ruining YouTube. Go up and speak your goddamn mind. Don't harass them. Don't go over the line. Don't dox anybody. Don't give these people a card to a victim's card to pull if he can help it. But God, speak your fucking mind. That's why we make these videos, and everybody's got a disclaimer. I would rather you not speak to them all. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. Fuck that shit. I'm sick of it. These videos are to expose people like Susie Liu so the public finds out about it and demands it's corrected. And if they want to call that harassment, I'll stick it up your fucking fat ass. I mean, really. And then these guys, I mean, it's so funny. I'll give Steve Joe and it's almost Trumpian. Stejo and Susie Lou, this. When they are fucked, they've lost. It's over. It's done. And it's really, really funny to watch. Like they're like, we're ahead of the game. We've had to take our videos down. Patreon find out about us. To anybody else, including like Onision, you're fucked. You're completely fucked. But no, we got it. Don't believe the haters. Potential lawsuits coming in, removal of videos. Like, what did you win? John Swan and Tipster gained 20,000 subs. John Swan has gained, I think he's up to 60K or 50K now, close to 4,500 subs in mega exposure. What did you win? Why are you acting like you're ahead of it? Why are you acting like it's funny to watch? You're like that knight in Monty Python. It's just a scratch. No, you're fucked. Actually, keep it up. I'm enjoying it.
It's a great white home.
The great white. No, I don't. It's really funny. Like under fire, full of bullets, laying bleeding to death in a ditch. Hey, I'm fine. It's hysterical. You're not
just a flesh wound.
Yeah, just a flesh wound. It is amazing how they carry themselves. It's very,
and nothing a bit of double down can't fix.
Yeah, like, that's the way. That's what it sounds like. Well, baby, if we just keep doubling down and pretending we're not going to court and be homeless in the coming years, we'll be fine. At least in the eyes of the
Tommy, he's a lawyer. Why wouldn't you listen to him?
And then he said he was also a high school dropout. Yeah, which is what I suspected.
Okay, it was his redemption arc. Now he's a lawyer.
Never bought that for a minute. I'm a lawyer. And then he's so smart, he was going to take on, I'm going to turn quartering for breaking EU law. Sure.
That makes sense.
What other idiotic shit has this guy posted? I don't think he's blocked me yet. I think his new thing is to say, was it Tipster did a gay op or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got news for you. We get together and share information. We're doing videos on each other. It's actually a good way not to get stuff wrong. It smells like a snake, looks like a snake, quacks like a snake. Then it's probably a duck in a snake suit. So it has Aiden, Augie. All right, I got news for you. I'm in one of these groups too. These are all the people that are against us. Lord Vega.
Not Lord Vega.
Yeah, Vega's mostly in there.
No, Vega, not you.
If actually, the funny thing is, I know this is probably a friend meeting and goofing off. If Vega is so rarely in these like news get-togethers.
No, that's John Swan's server. That's his Discord. That's his Discord server.
So they're clearly fucking off because Vega has a short. He doesn't. He just gets.
He could not give less of a fuck about any of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's probably
you discredited yourself having Vega in it.
If I had to guess, this is the way this conversation is going. Willie Mack is arguing over something repeatedly and won't give it up with probably probably with Aiden. Probably with Aiden. They're arguing over the fucking the COVID virus. Vega is playing Call of Duty with Optimus and Augie. And they're telling everybody else to shut the fuck up. I can't hear the other player I'm playing with. Yet they don't move to their own server. I see this literally every night. So they like you
and Augie's spewing slurs.
And Augie's spewing spurs, and Bobax is waxing poetic about the sophistication of YouTube drama. Yeah,
Bobax is reading a book.
That's what's going on right here. I mean, the idea that these people are like all together, that somehow constitutes
you know what, all those people, they're all pieces of shit. Take all their admin away. John Swan immediately take all the Discord admin away.
That's too funny. Actually, you didn't get a screenshot of the right room, Stejo. You missed the real room because I'd have been in there. But yeah, it's like, look at this.
Yeah, look at that one.
And then thanks for the backup, Tippy boy. Nice to know that you have some Discord people that you know are capable of doing something like this. Oh, that's it. They're saying that they're filing copyright takedowns, and this guy is trying to get sympathy for his copyright takedown. So I guess he's suggesting that those guys are, making false flags. I don't think we have to. All you have to do is have the quartering report every fucking waking moment of your fuck ups. You know, a 900K YouTube channel can make that happen pretty quick. And here's the best part. How are you going to gain sympathy when you were striking down memes of Susie? Like, how are you going to get any fucking sort of... Let's say these guys are all in there doing exactly what you're alluding that they're doing, okay? All right? Like even though you have absolutely no evidence other than they're in the same Discord chat, okay? Let's say, where are you going to... Like, where you think, what, PR is going to shift in your favor? No, it's not. Nobody fucking cares. They want somebody like you that strikes people down for making memes and then turning around and literally bootlegging other people's shit. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. Even if they're doing what they're alluding to, you have nothing. You know, and then I think they were calling Tipster fat and then calling him a snowflake. And these are the people that strike people down for attacking her beautiful features.
Well, that just doesn't make any sense because snowflakes are small, light, and elegant, and Tipster is none of those things. So it's one or the other. You have to decide.
Yes, that's pretty funny. Okay. In my video about Susie Lou, I cited a YouTuber called The Quartering. Just found out he's a sexist, homophobic, transphobic, and Nazi apologist. Clearly not somebody I want to give credit to. I just wanted to address it before I addressed it in the video. Who the fuck is this? So Quartering writes, hey, I just wanted to address the it's Angela underscored XO before my video. I just found out they are pro-pedophilia, anti-Semitic, and even worse, rape apologists. Obviously, I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to back any of this up. I'm just putting it out there for thousands of my followers. As fact. Oh, fair play. Fair play. Who is this? It's Angela.
She's probably like a tea YouTuber or something.
Yeah, let's check her YouTube channel. Let's see how she's got it. Oh, she's got 2 videos. You went after a 500K. Oh, 500K. Though.
2 videos?
Yeah, that's a little. Well, wait a minute. Maybe
is that her main channel?
No, she's got more than 2 videos.
Oh, okay.
That's just the way my screen was coming up. Where's James Charles? Oh, this is the anti-O community getting into obviously there's crossover. That's what's going on here.
I was going to say, how can you be right and so wrong at the same time?
Yeah, I know. So she's just, it's probably, you know what? I know. You could just be a YouTuber and hop on trends for views. You don't have to know what you're talking about. Yeah. Really.
Are you saying that YouTubers don't fact check before they make an opinion? That'd be ridiculous.
That'd be ridiculous.
Unless I can fit in just like these smaller stories at the end, because I do want to kind of fit them in somewhere because they're way too small for even a mini T. But this story,
it was a teeny bopper YouTuber. It's the whole look, the camera, everything.
It's too big that I might not be able to fit it in anyway. Instagram, Twitter, follow me on there. It's a fun time. Also, second channel is about like 11K away from 100K.
She's obviously on the move.
Go and check out the 5 videos that I have on there. Then you can do that. It's a really fun time. Anyway, let's get into the video. Today's video is about Susie Lou. I have been kind of in the loop, kind of out of the loop about.
Oh, great!
Then why make a video on it if you can't know anything?
Hey, if you said Quartering was a sensitive bitch that can't take a joke, you would have known something.
Situation.
I love when my informant starts with, I've been kind of paying attention, but also not really.
I've been kind of, but look, this is going to get 100K no matter what I do, let's face it. You know exactly. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but think if she said, I've been following this story since the beginning, I have all the facts lined out. That's a 400K video, not a 210.
That's too funny.
No, that's a million video.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody told her that he's transphobic or a Nazi apologist, and she just, I just got to do this.
She's a British YouTuber. She makes...
She can't even, and she's Scottish. She can't even tell her accent. I was talking to Linad, and he said he's Australian, but I don't know. Maybe he knows a fucking English. They all sound the same to me. But I was talking to Linad. She thinks she's Scottish or born like on the Geordie Scottish border or Newcastle border over there. And she, if you get this for Americans out there, she's actually feigning doing an American accent, but doing it poorly. So she just sounds weird. She's like sort of, I wouldn't say accentless. Like she sounds like she's from Europe, but you're really not here. Like she's trying to talk like an American, if you can believe that, and failing miserably. She's like Holly Berry doing Storm and X-Men. And you remember the first movie, she tries to sound like an African, and by the second X-Men movie, she's like, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I lost my accent. I've lived with Professor Xavier much too long.
Mainly now she focuses on like reaction style content. I think she used to be a Twitch gamer for a while. She kind of made that kind of content. She's doing like a whole bunch of things.
She's doing like a bunch of things.
I'm sure about it.
This girl's fantastic.
She's done about like 300k. I think she's now got 2 channels. One's for reactions and one's her main channel. But that's kind of the general.
Why is everything she's sharing with us, I think, or maybe, or yes, or kinda?
I don't know. Maybe she's maybe she's a stupid blonde. You know.
Just saying.
She hasn't even confirmed her sub count without saying I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying that, it sounds pretty boring, but there is a lot more we're going to get into. I spent hours today just watching videos and reading tweets and forums and just stuff about
not understanding any of it.
Just trying to figure out everything that's going on behind the scenes, and I still feel like I'm lacking information. I still feel like by the time this video gets edited and uploaded, there's going to be like 10 more stories about Suzy Lu, because this just does not stop. Her main content right now is her reacting to anime info.
Let's get to the quartering part.
Another YouTuber called The Quartering, he actually looked up the address of her lawyer's office, and it was a mailbox etc. place. So it's basically like a PO box area. So she just took a random address. I'm assuming it was maybe her PO box, and she put it as her lawyer's address. So it's not actually a real lawyer. He called them up just in case, because sometimes there will be one building under one address, and then there'll be lots of different offices in that building. There'll be a lawyer's office, an accountant's office, a PO box, something else. So he called them up just in case. The number was provided, and the person on the other end of the phone basically thought it was a prank. So I think we can cross out the lawyer option here.
All right. So this, like, you used a fact. She actually got a fact here. She put that fact to the public, and then somebody told her Quartering's a Nazi. And keep in mind, I'm not super thrilled about this guy. I think he's kind of a douchebag. Let me find this. And just because you put that one piece of information out there, that one small piece of information, you saw it fit to write this? I mean, this is unbelievable. What a cunt. Fuck, come on, give me a fucking...
Such a simp!
Yeah, what was that? Play that one again.
Such a simp!
I'll say. That's wild. Oh, here we go. In my video, Suzy Lu, YouTuber called The Quartering, just found out he's sexist, homophobic, transformer, Nazi. Like, what? How is this necessary? I guess she thinks he's a Nazi apologist.
Maybe he is, maybe he's not.
Xana says not only is she poorly informed, 90% of the topics I've seen her cover, but I watch more than a vid or two at a time and fall asleep.
I like how Xanta is invested in this channel. What a fucking retard.
Yeah, I know.
He's actually watched multiple of her videos.
Yeah, I know. Here.
No, it's crazy. It only took 10 minutes and 30 seconds to confirm on May 2nd that Suzy Lu's boyfriend is, in fact, not a lawyer. I'm glad we all have that settled. I'm glad this information is finally brought to light.
All right, what's it? Angelica Oles. Nobody likes you because of your mind. They like you because of the way you look. Let's just be honest here. You're exceptionally stupid, ignorant, and the world is your oyster because you're pretty. And that's you know, I don't knock people that get genetic advantages. You know, I don't knock Michael Jordan. He was better.
What genetic advantages does she have? Her forehead's literally half her face.
Let's be careful here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, let's be careful here. You know, this is the thing. You think every woman on earth is unattractive. I mean, look, there's a lot of things you can say about this girl.
No, I had another comparison to make, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, don't say it.
Am I crazy here? Is this girl unattractive?
No, she is fine looking. I was just giving her shit.
Oh, okay, you just want to say something.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I have something that's even better, but I can't.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, you're attractive. You have pretty blue eyes. You got the blonde hair, which probably dyed. And you're mindless. And it's like, Suzy, like, all you have to do is be half good looking on this website. Know somebody that knows how to handle social media, and you can be a star. I mean, that is, if that, and you know what? I'm not, it's just one of those things. You have an advantage. Like, I have to develop a personality. I have to interact with my fan base and not act like I'm above them. I have to be funny, or people will eventually just go away. It is amazing, and I'm not knocking it. You know what? Women have advantages, men have advantages, but this is clearly all she has here. She doesn't have a brain in her head. She puts tipster in the video too, so I want to see that as well.
False. It's a lie. She's spreading misinformation to make him look like the bad guy, when in reality she is the one that's bullying and harassing everyone. She's getting, you know, her fans to come in and hate on everyone, and she's basically reporting people, taking down their videos, copyright claiming them, you know, giving out false accusations of people being investigated by YouTube and whatnot. It's a crazy situation to be in. But anyway, he made a video back just basically saying all of this is false. I've never harassed anyone. If you speak to anyone that's been in contact...
How much you want to bet she's the next Susie Lou? Right? She is so hopelessly unprepared for this community.
How much you want to bet she hasn't watched any of those videos she spoke about?
How much she has her own Stejo? Say this.
Probably.
There's nothing going on.
You mean Tyrone?
Tommy, get your tits out. No. You have to donate a lot more than that. And don't do it. I'm just going to steal your money. It's just that simple.
Subscribe to the Shop from the Point Only fan today. Exclusive offer.
What do we got here? Breaking news. Guess who's streaming exclusively on YouTube now? Oh,
they bought him back.
Yeah, he got signed.
Man, he's making so much fucking money. Holy shit.
I'm surprised he still loves it. Do you think he still loves it like he used to?
I think there's still levels of that, but I also think there's still, at this point, he's like, I'm literally in the top like 0.1% of opportunities. I need to like maximize it. Because I think he's talked about multiple times where he's like, he'd be fine with like just kind of stopping, and just doing his own thing, but also he still enjoys it a lot.
Oh, he does still enjoy it.
But it makes,
I don't get the feeling
yeah.
Enjoy it anymore.
When you think about it, like his content has changed.
Today. I mean, he still does the kitty videos, but I watched a video. He did a great video on the movie and book Starship Troopers. I know that's a sin talking about that science fiction on May the Force Be With You Day. But it's a really good video about how everybody got that movie, including myself. Everybody got that movie wrong, including the guy who made the movie after the book that had nothing. The guy, can you imagine? Like it's that girl we were talking about just now, this Angelica one. The guy who made the movie Starship Troopers he read 2 chapters of the book and said it was boring, and he made a whole fucking movie about it.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's a good deal. It's interesting.
You know
what another problem with Dudes is? You know what the problem is the New York Times gave him a glass ceiling. No, not the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal. He can't go on. He can't do a Lily Singh. He can't go on to this. I mean, I don't think YouTube could give him another YouTube Rev or YouTube Premium show again. He can't. He's stuck here in a sense, which is a fucking shame because he's a mega talent. In some sense, I'm glad that he's stuck here because if he goes on there, they might ruin him. But at the same time, I feel bad for him because, this Nazi tag they put on him, and I really think
it's crazy. Like anytime he's mentioned on like a YouTube space like this, like their social media. Those like all the replies, it's like a time capsule. It's like jumping back into 2017 or whatever it was, and it's just like these people are still like here.
Yeah, I know. It's
like this is still going on. Like how are you live in 2020 and still like believe this shit?
I think
like I don't understand.
And I'm not encouraging this, and I don't want this, by the way. He's done enough. He's stood up for free speech. If he wants to go, he can go. And I think it should be
100%.
He can go. He's done everything you can do, including I mean, I know YouTube fixed that fucking Indian channel to fuck with him. If he leaves, do not freak out. Fucking salute him and be done with it. I get the feeling he works because there's probably a lot of people depending on him. That's what I think. Yeah. And like, I gotta wait till this expires. I gotta wait till that expires. I gotta wait the sponsorship. Then I can walk. Because anybody will edit for him. Like what he could do is take a year off and then come back if he felt like it and get somebody that worked dirt cheap for an editor. He could literally pay a guy, even not a living wage and get him to edit for him because he's a legend. But as far as going on to mainstream, Well, he's not a movie actor, so that's not possible, but some kind of show that sort of represented internet culture that we would probably all end up hating. He could have been eligible for something like that. Meme Review could have worked. I mean, God, all the late night shows, talk shows steal everything they take is easily from us. But it's a damn shame. So I guess D Live is no more. He cashed off all his limo, and Poods is here to stay, and that's good. That's good news.
Look at the replies real quick.
Look at the replies.
It's literally a time capsule.
The neo-Nazi guy, seriously? What? But he really should sue the fuck out of them. Okay, for anybody who posted hate comments to reply, remember how this guy was universally hated by everyone over the age of 12 until he said the N-word? Well, then what a bunch of chuds decided he was their hero. Wow. Tell him to go away. We're happy he's gone. None of these people are YouTube people, though. Like, none of them.
Or like not an
but like,
hour.
I mean, you can make that argument that they don't pay attention or whatever, but it's literally been what 3-4 years. Like you had to have stumbled upon
like refuted. I mean,
learning that this is bullshit.
You could always pull the N-word thing because that was way out of like we just blasted out the N-word out of nowhere. And,
yeah,
what a fucking nigger.
Exactly. You know, like that was well, as funny as it might have been. And yes, racism can be funny. J.D. Gunderson says no, but yet he makes a racism type joke. YouTube addressed the Nazi problem by paying someone who often drops Nazi dog whistles and slurs. I don't think he's done politics.
Often.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Just don't let him get in near bridges, then you're all right. That's okay. I like that one. All right, but none of these people were ever going to take in his content anyway. Nobody was going to take in his content. You know, he will be by the gamers, for the gamers, forever. Solidarity. No, he's a gamer. He's gamer to the bone. Right, comrade?
Gamer time, fellas.
Yeah. Yes. Holy crap, the amount of people calling a Nazi and racist. You know, they're insulated in our bubble, and so are we. The amount of people called Nazi and racist, if you're going to comment on this, at least have the decency to get the facts right. Well, you can forget that kid. He's a genuine, kind guy. Probably the realest creator on the platform right now. And yeah, agreed.
No, that's Willie Mac Show. Willie Mac Show is the realest on the platform right now.
He's up there.
Hey, man.
And he's had convos with Pewds. Is it a racist? God, man, look at this.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they got trapped. Somebody picked them up. They got sent back in time. They're time travelers.
Wait, what's that in Arabic?
Yeah, someone wrote it. What, I don't know. What is?
It's like some kind of like Islamic channel.
I'm afraid to click on this.
Don't. Why did you click on
it? It explodes.
إنها تذكرة دلالتها أن يعرف الناس جميعا حتى الذين يتكلمون باللغة التي يعني أشرت أنت إليهم.
Isai Alom Ram.
What did he say? What
did he say? They're afraid to talk the language they speak.
Say it again. No, I want to hear Vault. What did he really say? Vault, what did he say?
He's saying like it's they're afraid to talk the language they speak.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
That's it, yeah.
دلالتها أن الأرض لازم تعرف إن المنتظراهم يدفنوا في بطنها.
And
all right, that's it. I'm sold.
Okay, and the people who die on Earth should know that they will be buried in it.
You sure you want to stop him, Vault?
Honestly, his accent is a bit hard to understand.
Okay, let's keep going.
وأن هذا الكبر لا موضع له. ويا ليت لأي متكبر من هؤلاء يعلم متى يذهب.
Okay.
I have no idea.
All right, fucking.
I'm convinced PewDiePie's a racist.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen it. I've seen all I need to see.
That's too fun. All right, do you want to do the Carole? We have about 30 minutes, and there's not really too much. There's a lot of little stories today. Do you want to do the Carole Baskin stroll? Let's get to 12 minutes. Do you want to watch?
Do it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's funny. I heard it's funny. Well, we'll find out.
It is.
Has this been your first interview you've done since the show?
It's the first public interview I've done.
Since the start of lockdown, one show has gripped the globe. Almost everyone is talking about one thing.
Tiger King.
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 Everyone except one of its stars,
Carole Baskin.
who nobody can get hold of. Until now, in a worldwide exclusive,
So she sat down with some YouTubers? These guys are the greatest! Oh my god, the worst people to sit down. Oh, this is already starting out good.
we bring you Carole Baskin.
Not NBC, not ABC, not the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times. I mean, literally the hottest like, this is the biggest interview. Look at the grin on this guy's face. It says, we're going to fuck with you.
What do you mean she's untouchable? She only killed her husband. She did nothing else.
Baskin's first broadcast interview by tricking the Tiger Queen into thinking she was a guest on Jimmy Fallon. Like Tiger King, this is a story of loopholes, lawyers, and lies. Archie and I have spent the last few weeks emailing celebrities to invite them to be guests on late-night American talk shows. We tell the celebrities that our production company, Invisible Object, is working for the late-night shows and invite celebrities on to be interviewed by America's biggest stars. We then scour the internet to find audio clips of talk show hosts asking questions to real celebrities on real shows.
No.
We then download the clips onto this...
So he did Jarbo the Hutt.
Yeah.
Pretty much like what I have here, my sound pad. He just plays sounds to them.
Oh, how do they do? I mean, I know you can.
I mean, it's like really general.
No, it's super easy.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to do.
It's old shit, dude. People used to do this shit on like Xbox and shit all the time.
Really?
Soundboards.
Yeah, but
Does
it sound cohesive? I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, how are you?
Once they're
Like, that's
here on
it.
Zoom. We have fooled some of the UK's most famous faces. But like tigers, we wanted bigger prey, and there is nobody bigger than
Carole Baskin.
So we took the longest of long shots and asked her to be a guest on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. But this particular cool kitten didn't want to play. She said no. Because the Tiger Queen hates Tiger King for making suggestions that she was involved in her husband's disappearance. So we emailed her again saying we wouldn't talk about Tiger King, which was fine with us because we couldn't make Jimmy Fallon talk about Tiger King. We said we'd just talk about cats, which was fine with us because Jimmy Fallon has interviewed actresses called Cat, stars of the movie Cats, and, on one occasion, an actual cat. And we got another email back, this time from Carole's third, current, and still alive husband, Howard, who also said, no, our mission had about as much chance
By
of
the way,
working
that's
as Carol's
real
second
photo.
marriage. But then,
That's real photo.
out of nowhere,
You want to tell me that there's anything on television as good as what you're watching right now? You want to tell me the internet's not the future? I mean, I can't even watch TV anymore. It's impossible.
Carole came back with another email. On the understanding that we only talk about cats, Carole would agree to be interviewed by Jimmy Fallon, presumably because Jimmy isn't your average
Joe Exotic.
But this still wasn't going to be easy. Carole's married to a lawyer. She's the kind of person who puts "for the cats" in emails instead of best wishes. And, as you know, there are these rumors about what happens if you fall out with her.
Did Carole Baskin really feed her husband to the tigers?
You could be tempted to do that.
She had agreed to be interviewed. We were feline good, but it wasn't perfect yet. And then Archie got drunk.
Sorry, I'm not being very entertaining right now. This is just probably the most important call I've ever made.
And decided that this was a good time to call Carole. Sadly, Carole has all incoming calls diverted to voicemail, so he'd need to email her his number so she could save it.
Carole Baskin, she may be bad with tigers and husbands. Very, very good on emails. Carole's just replied, saying, "Okay, I've got your number entered."
These are two jackasses in a London fucking flat. They don't even clean up their fucking kitchen.
No.
Hey, Carole, it's Matthew here from Invisible Object. How are you?
So, it's Americans are suckers for that accent, man. It screams intelligence and authority. But if you ever go to a bar here in Europe, you'll just realize how stupid the English really are.
The aim of the call was to finalize details and make sure Carole was happy. After all, this was to be her first ever interview.
And you're probably being bombarded left, right, and centre with sort of idiot requests at the moment.
You cannot even imagine.
For example, Carole was very specific on how she wanted to be introduced.
Founder and CEO of Big Cat Rescue, Carole Baskin. Great. And as I say,
I'm so thankful it's not that bitch, Carole Baskin. You know, speaking to that, do you guys have the capacity for...
What?
Your balance is low, please top up.
Archie's burner phone.
Oh, Jesus
right in the middle of the most
Christ.
important call of his life. What a catastrophe.
Oh, and so they're stupid to boot. Okay, great. This couldn't get any better.
Well, at least we know they weren't putting on an act with the kitchen.
Two douchebags and fucking, oh, man. And I bet
He did say he got drunk.
I bet they don't fucking fuck each other over and cock block each other when they go to fucking clubs. I bet these guys are a lot more fun than James Marriott, L.M. Alex crew.
So he tried to top up.
Sorry, we don't recognize your type of payment card. MasterCard, something that didn't you think.
I have to stop this. This is so good. And in the past when I've done this, okay, it's a very selfish reason. But this is a lot different this time. I'm going to get a beer because I need to enjoy this. Excuse me.
It's that good. It's that fucking good. It's that fucking good.
My fucking God.
The next thing I got to bitch about today is the freedom of speech and what's going on here in this country. It's absolutely pathetic. I can't say the N-word, but you can get on YouTube and watch any black man's rap video, and they're calling each other the N-word. What the hell? Is this discrimination? I'm white. I can't say the N-word like that.
I have decided to get 3 beers to enjoy this.
3.
Like it needs to be. And they're ice fucking cold, which I usually drink these warm.
Not 1, not 2, 3.
3. Let's, there's my mouse. All right, I'm ready.
You seem to be having trouble with your top up. Because you're on Pay and Go with us, you can access all the offers. Now to hear the rules around...
He's looking like he's panicking now.
He began to make some progress.
Now type your house number that's registered to this card.
But
The amount you entered wasn't right. Your top up was successful.
Calling states too. That can't be sheep.
Carole, sorry, Matthew here, my telephone died.
reconnected, Archie set it up for Carol's big interview.
12:45 on Friday.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
With the date set, we negotiated Carol's contract with her lawyer, Howard Baskin, who, at time of recording, was also her husband. Having signed the release form, Archie and I spent hours finding clips of Jimmy Fallon asking questions that Carole could answer. Having watched hundreds of Fallon clips, sent tens of emails, and had one drunken phone call, the day had come.
It's now 10 to 1. We've got 3 hours and 55 minutes until we interview Carole Baskin.
We've got Jimmy asking his celebrities for a shout out for a charity.
You know what it is too? You know what's great about this too? This guarantees she will never get a normal interview again. Like she will not give a interview after this. You know it too. Like yeah. Dan Rather wants to talk to you. Bullshit. You know, like fuck.
Howard Stern is on there.
Who am I on with? Who am I on with? Barack Obama. You know, she never is ever is gonna.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this.
Me too.
Which is hugely helpful. We are now at the point where I'm emailing the Zoom link to Carole Baskin. So this is the big moment.
So in just a moment, Carole Baskin is going to join a Zoom call with me and Archie, who's in his flat.
Jimmy,
in a few
I'm
minutes.
going to say to Carole that we can't see Jimmy, unfortunately, but he can hear you. I'm not going to give a reason.
We've got a bunch of
4
things
minutes.
loaded up.
4 minutes.
There's the 4 minutes call from Archie. So in 4 minutes,
Everything comes down to this next 4 minutes. Will Carole Baskin click on a Zoom link?
the Tiger Queen herself.
In New York, I
gotta
have
learn Zoom.
Carole Baskin in the room now.
It's easy.
Can I stream and do this at the same time?
Hello.
Maybe.
She's got a green screen to boot.
I cannot hear you. Your microphone is muted.
Hi, Carole. How are you? Sorry. I'm having the same problems that everyone's
can't
having
believe
with
this
funny
shit.
software. Always on mute and then not on mute. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, very well. So we've got a little bit of time. I'm just going to run through how it's going to work. Hi, Steve. Yep, we've got Carole standing by. Are you ready? Is Steve ready with sound? Fantastic. That's great. Okay, I'll get Carole. So, Carole, if you could just say anything, names of cats that you look after or whatever you'd like, just so that we can check the levels.
Amanda Tiger, Sapphire Tiger, Arya, tiger, Manny, jaguar.
That's great. That's great.
With Carole sounding good, we were ready to go. Archie just had to explain why she wouldn't be able to see Jimmy Fallon.
We'll only be able to hear him, but he obviously will be able to see you because they're filming it on the cameras in his house. Very chatty. You can't talk
Oh, that's
too
right.
much.
This wouldn't have worked without the fucking coronavirus. Oh, great.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
he wouldn't have
amazing.
bought it.
It's amazing.
Right. I didn't think of that.
We literally, every husband, all the husbands want to be able to do that. Well, we've got Sharon. Is Sharon on visual, please? Thank you, Sharon. Good. First thing you're going to hear will be Jimmy's first question, okay? With you, big smiles in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Sounds professional.
1.
Thank you so much for being on our show. We appreciate it. We love you. How are you?
I'm doing great. My daughter Jamie suggested
Oh
that
my
I do this.
God.
So she says hi, and we are working every day with the cats at the sanctuary.
Are you with family now, or are you by yourself?
My husband and I live about 5 miles from the sanctuary, and my daughter lives next door to us. And so my daughter and I still come into the sanctuary every day because we have to take care of all of the big cats here.
Yeah. You guys working on anything? What are you up to?
Well, unfortunately, due to the loss of tourism revenue, we had to let go about half of our staff. And thankfully, all of our animal care is done by volunteers. So the animals are still getting their daily care, but it means all of us are having to work double time to make sure that all of that happens.
You really did that?
I'm sorry?
You look like you're really handling this whole quarantine well.
Yeah, we have to. We have so many cats depending on us. We don't have a choice in the situation.
You got a lot of animals back there.
Yes, we have 55 exotic cats, about 19 bobcats and 10 tigers and a lion, jaguar, leopards, cougar, lots and lots.
Oh my goodness. Lucky. Wow.
A lot of hungry mouths to feed. And
were you all set for the quarantine? Were you fully stocked? Do you have all your supplies?
Thankfully, we were able to fill up our freezers. We can store about 20,000 pounds of food at a time.
Jesus.
It is a lot of work though, right? I mean, it's packed. Do you have any time off?
I work 7 days a week, but I'm a workaholic, so I really love doing this work.
I mean, well, when does anybody ever get to see a cat?
After COVID-19, I just don't know if we're ever going to be able to do tours again.
Okay, that's amazing.
Carole kindly sent us a bunch of photographs and videos to use in the show, many of which have never been seen in public before.
Great.
But we needed Carole to introduce them,
Jesus
so Archie
Christ.
worked his magic.
So if we can just have an introduction to, I'm Carole Baskin. In fact, if you wanted to even do it, because it's quite a fun little segment like you do your YouTube videos, Hey Cool Cats and Kittens, here is, because that's such a great phrase, here is, Hey Cool Cats and Kittens.
Flowers.
yeah, please, no, put that on, that would be great.
Put that on? Look as stupid as humanly possible.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carole at Big Cat Rescue, and these are some of the cats at the sanctuary.
So, here is footage Carole sent to us of cats kept in cages. And here are some never-seen-before pictures of Carole and Howard in a short montage we like to call Baskin in the Glory.
Oh, God.
Anyway, back to the show.
Okay, tremendous. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm going to ask you for this bit just to take the hat off, if that's all right.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, sorry. They've asked for the hat on.
It's actually a poulet. It's a celebration of life. It's not.
No way. She's going to do it again.
Really?
Sorry, I've just been calling it
I
a
bet.
hat, which is probably very rude. We're just waiting for Jimmy. Oh, Sharon, what's going on? Tell Steve.
This is what
I
you
know,
get for
Tell
killing
Steve
your
he's
husband.
got to get back. Steve, mate, seriously, get a grip. It's an absolute disgrace. We've got guests waiting. I want to send him into the tiger cage, honestly.
Carole came onto the Fallon show to a new law called the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Fortunately, we had Jimmy ready with the perfect question.
Everyone who's been coming on
My last donator, the boob tube. Who knew YouTube pranks could be funny again? Yeah, no shit. I mean, these put all those prank guys to shame.
They have a charity or something they want to spotlight. What is the story behind this?
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, there is something you can do to end the abuse of big cats and to save them in the wild. That's to make the call of the wild, and you can do that by texting the word CATS, C-A-T-S, to the number 52886.
Good luck
and
with
remember
that,
that
sweetheart.
data and messaging may apply.
Oh,
and what
God.
that will do is actually contact your member of Congress
She might as well have doxed herself.
in the U.S. And if you don't live in the U.S., what you can do is never pay to see a cub or pet a cub.
That's fantastic. Thank you. Can we just have Jimmy's outro to that, please? Coming to Jimmy in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you so much for coming on our show. It means a lot to so many millions of people watching the show.
Thank you so much.
So there you have it. 2 cool cats managed to trick the world's biggest kitten into giving her first ever interview since Tiger King. Yes, Carole didn't plug.
I have a feeling these guys could have fucked with her a lot more, but they were afraid. You know,
they could have been total
they
assholes.
were
Her husband's a lawyer,
total
yeah.
pricks, so they got to take a hat off it. They did some really but you know what? Considering that she's so protected, I mean, she has been accused of murder. You know.
No, but
I was expecting an Eric Andre type.
A lot of people hate her.
Oh, they hate her. You know what it is? You know, there is not a lot of evidence that she killed anybody. In fact,
No, that's not even
but they
like
hate
ignoring
her
that.
they hate her so much that they just wish it was true. You know, it's
Well,
really
even ignoring the husband thing, she is most definitely the worst person on that show.
Yeah,
a total like bitch.
I mean,
complete piece of shit.
she literally does. I have not watched the show to completion. She literally does, she literally does everything that Joe Exotic and all the other guys that she can't stand to, except she doesn't let you pet the cats. That's it.
no, she doesn't even pay her staff.
Pay her staff too.
Yeah,
So she does a lot of fucked up shit.
It is a lot. It is an economic. It is a capitalist venture for her, and you know, she behaves as if it isn't. Like she's somehow above it, and that's what I guess infuriates so many people. And you can get somebody to. I mean, what is has Joe Exotic? He's been charged with attempted murder, correct?
Yeah,
or murder for hire.
Some other animal abuse charges that they put on.
He killed like a few animals, and now he's in jail as we speak.
I thought it was
for
murder for hire, though. I thought
hiring a hitman. Yeah, for hire.
How the fuck did he get? See, I didn't get to that part. How did he get involved with that? I mean, that's
he knew a guy who knew a guy.
Frequently joked about it, like, oh, let's kill this bitch, and then you were like, yeah, haha, that's funny. He'd be like, oh wait, no, but seriously, you see, this is where she walks every day. Here's who I can hire.
Oh my god! So they could use the
it's all on the show.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, if you haven't watched Tiger King, definitely do it.
Yeah,
it's the dumbest shit ever. You'll love it.
Actually, you know what I watched? I watched Atheism is Unstoppable coverage of it, where I saw some of the. It was, I mean, that was amazing in itself. But it was trying to dissect why did people hate this woman so much, and it basically, and I agree with him. Like, it basically comes down to she does exactly what she can't stand, and has somehow managed to convince the world that she's like high end. The only thing you don't get from her is you got a bunch of people that are a bunch of cat ladies that work for her for free in a dangerous environment, which is really unbelievable. She makes tons of dough, but she doesn't let you pet the cats. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know. And by the way, if anybody told me, besides Carole Baskin, that what Joe Exotic is doing is wrong, which he probably is, I would give it consideration. You know, I don't think animals should be harmed. I don't think they should be put in cages unless absolutely there's no other alternative. I would give that a listen. Maybe, I don't know if wild animals should be pet by people. I think they should remain wild. But anybody but Carole Baskin could tell me that, and I would give it a listen. Because for her, it's just like she's mastered the YouTube art of like the commentary community. I will do all the things I criticize other people for doing and continue to do it. So that's why she's so hated. It is amazing. And you know, you hate somebody enough, you start getting like the anti-O community, and you start inventing more horrible things, than she did. I don't know if she killed her husband or not. I'm leaning towards she didn't. But he was a bastard too, from what I understand. So maybe she did. Who cares? That's the way I see it. I'll take 1 or 2 calls and I'll call. Otherwise, I'm gonna get out of here.
We have some updates with the new with the quartering and what's face's story.
Ship it.
Yeah, check your Discord DMs.
Shove the Discord DMs. Yeah, if you want to take calls, I'll take calls.
There was one thing with that video that was really, really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it was a Jimmy Fallon interview, but he didn't do any of his laughs. They cut it. He never did any of his fake laughing or like any of his laughs or like acknowledgments or anything.
I wouldn't have picked up on that because I haven't lived in the States since he got famous.
So it's so irritating.
Yeah,
he does the fakest like in like one of those endearing laughs to try to make the guests comfortable, and he does it like literally everything they say.
The only fucking funny story I ever heard from him, which is kind of a rip off of Chappelle, I'm sure it happened. Prince had him meet in a private ping pong place in somewhere in Los Angeles where celebrities play ping pong, and that was a really funny story because it's like yeah, you want to be on the show? I'd like to run into you. Like Prince contacted him. He's like, yeah, I'd like to, hang out with you. Do you play ping pong? And like, well, how do I turn that down? And the story was very similar to the basketball story, Charlie Murphy story. Like Prince was an incredible athlete, and he's just really good hand-eye coordination. And he whipped Jimmy Fallon's ass. That's the only thing Jimmy Fallon ever told that I found partially, like even a little bit interesting. All right, what do we got? Let's see here. I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. This is not you then, in his own words. What's so awful about what his 6-minute video?
Obviously, I don't have a problem with anybody. In a landmark case, sued her school district after being denied access to the girls' restroom. That's right. That's right, folks. She profited off it and forced her way into the women's locker room. Of course, being a man. We've been fighting for equal.
Obviously, clips are taken out of context.
I was wondering, responded using clips that takes 100% out of context. Check the replies of the LGBT members that are calling you out. You should know. You know what she's doing? Queer baiting. She's queer baiting here. That's what she's doing. That's what the LGBT community calls this shit. They act, when all these straight people run around and say, "Oh, I'm so for gay rights." You should know better than this. Imagine if I just clipped stuff from you over there. I also think it would be hard to make you look bad. And I tell you something, sweetheart. I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. I just said less than an hour ago that she's going to be the next Susie Lou. You're the next 12 videos of him. This is unbelievable. Even for fucking Jeremy, who is a quintessential douchebag.
Rights for decades. Okay, you're 21. You're 21 years old. You haven't been fighting for dick for decades.
And how does that? That's probably a true statement. How does that make him a bigot? Oh boy. Exactly. I'm looking forward to future car crashes as well, sweetheart. What a damn fool.
My favorite one is when there was one clip that literally just said, "I have nothing against anyone." Aha! I caught him.
Yeah, no, I really have nothing against anyone. But this isn't you. This proves that he's a Nazi. Dude, point.
I'm sold.
No, I think this one I'm sticking up for quartering on. I thought this, if she's a YouTuber, he's got to fight. You have to fight back on this one. When they're calling you a Nazi and stuff like that, especially when they send you this is evidence. Who made this incredible video?
Decades.
Quartering in his own words. And when was it made? March 3rd.
Culture Vulture, I believe it.
There you go. Culture warning: if you remember the LGBT, some of the content may highly offensive. If you you should write. If you're a member of member of the LGBTQ community and you cannot possibly take anybody disagreeing with you on absolutely everything, you might not be able to handle this. God, this girl's a big ass. You just painted yourself. You know what? She just painted herself as an SJW, and that's a big fucking. It's a lose scenario every time. I'm really look forward to the drama with her. God, anything more happens, it makes me want to fucking like Jeremy. Ugh, unbelievable.
Fine, we can agree that he's not a Nazi, but he still got his ass kicked by a person in a dress.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. I think that's to show how much he supports the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, he didn't swing back. He's a
exactly.
He's a real lover.
He won't hit a woman.
Yes, he won't hit a woman, or he won't hit a woman that looks exactly like a fucking UFC fighter in a dress. yeah, exactly. Absolutely embarrassing. No, it's just incredibly stupid. It's so it's embarrassing that people throw that word around so easily. You got this situation. She's calling him a Nazi, right? And she's calling him a Nazi for no fucking other reason than just to score brownie points. And you got Stejo comparing black oppression by the Ku Klux Klan to the treatment of Susie Liu. I can't think of anything more bigoted than that, and any more of somebody trying to take advantage. Just another fucking stupid white kid virtue signaling. No, this broad right here, she does not have a thought in her head. She is brain dead, absolutely brain dead to the bone. Stupid. All right, I'm done.
She is a lesbian.
She's not even. She's queer baiting.
Hey, Tommy, what was that thing you wanted to show me?
Well, I showed you Bad Pat. That's what I want to show you.
Oh, that was it? I fucking saw it. I showed it to you first.
That's skip. People choose.
How come I didn't use it?
It's right under you.
I don't know. You're always saying he's a great guy. He's not a great guy. Nigga chew. What's the matter with him? How old is that, by the way?
Oh.
Nigga.
Stop. Stop. I don't want Angelica fucking brain dead on my ass.
Oh, shit. You're right.
Oh, did I just got fucking... Whoa, what just happened here? Did I just get blocked? In real time?
By Stejo?
Interesting.
For a moment.
Interesting. Let's double check.
Let's investigate.
No, I don't think so. I think no.
Refresh.
Let me check Angelica. Now I've been blocked by her. Who fucking limited their... It wasn't Keemstar. That wouldn't have been shocking. Oh, last thing. Let me play this for you. I don't know. Is this girl doing anything wrong? Tell me.
All right, guys. Let's stay focused. We're getting distracted with numbers here.
Switch scenes.
500 subs. We got to get to 500 subs. It's the only way I'm committing to a stream schedule. We're at 180.
As a black man, other minority groups have been taking advantage of our movement for decades. Women's rights is an example. Yeah, you're probably right. It's like they don't give a fuck about black people. They don't give a fuck about gays. Everything is to show how virtuous you are. It's really disgusting. And I got to be honest with you. It's mostly like white people. It's mostly white people doing it. You know, like the black kids used to steal my bike in the neighborhood. White people like to purchase it. You know? No, I never. Actually, Puerto Rican stole my bike. Let's see this.
All right,
Switch
guys.
scenes. Tell me we can't see the
Stay
screen.
focused.
Yes,
We're getting distracted with numbers here. 500 subs. We got to get to 500 subs. It's the only way I'm committing to a stream schedule. We're at 187. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. That is kind of immoral. You think?
Yeah. Yeah, she responds
What do you
to Team, by the way.
expect from a fucking Playboy bunny?
Yeah, she did respond, is she a Playboy bunny? Really?
Yeah, she is.
That's hot. All right. I agree with her.
Yeah.
I agree with her.
She's right.
She's absolutely right. Destroying peasant. Someone finishing attention. These dramatic claims. It's not me. As part of creating sub goals, we encourage by the platform. As practice, most new streamers, especially, follow our demanding a time schedule to committed from other successful platforms. See, all right, her argument is, look, if you want, and this is literally true. If you want me to be on more often, I have to reach a certain sub goal, which is probably literally true. The problem is, it's just horrible etiquette to do that. Same thing for me. You guys don't give me enough money, I'm gone. It's like that's literally true. But to sit there and say that in that way, whether it like she's trying to manipulate you out of guilt. I'm telling you a reality. If a certain amount of money is made, I have to find something else to do. But I don't say that in that context. First, what's your take,
dude? Well, she's been around for a while. She was really big on Vine, and then obviously she was a really big like Playboy star, and her whole thing was just her being the pretty girl in the video. So she completely knows what she's doing. Like her audience she has a very culty simp audience. Like she was huge on Vine, one of the main chicks that people freaked out about. So all she has to do is snap her fingers like this, and she would literally get what she wants. So she's used to that.
Nerd City.
It's nothing new.
Does Nerd City have a thing against women? He is always on Thought Patrol. Is he not? I'm such committed to other time practice, such as what's this fucking meme? He really has an issue with broads.
By the way, Kim responded to her tweets. To his response. I sent that to you too.
I'll put that up there because I'll probably get yelled at by Kim. Basically, you tell your fans I'm going to continue streaming if you pay me money. Ha ha ha. I can't believe you even responded to me. Do you even know how dumb you look in your video? The answer is no. They don't know how dumb they look. But, here's another thing. I don't know if anybody has been on the receiving end of a lap dance. Those girls in there, and I'm sure ex-Playboy people, and they are selling sex to a certain degree. Even I know Brittany Benny here, would take to say this. She's selling sex as well, not as not pornographic sex or anything like that. This is what they do to get money. I guess what I'm saying is there any point in criticizing these people? They don't give a fuck. And if they're not breaking any rules, because like if you get a lap dance, they're gonna ask you, "Do you want another one? Do you want me to do this? Do you want me to do that?" If you don't, get the fuck out of here. That's just the way sex work works. I know they call that sex work now, but I used to think that would be a hooker. But and like what she's literally saying is true. Is there anything wrong with doing what she's doing? Somebody help me out here. Argue with me.
I don't really see the big deal. Like it's kind of scummy, I guess.
It is scummy. It is scummy. It feels scummy.
I don't see a problem.
People don't like watching. People don't like watching their favorite creator saying, "I need money, help me out."
I mean, yeah, but like Versa, like that's like their idol. Like they don't give a shit. Like they're like, I'll give you the money, queen. Like,
yeah, she knows her audience. Her audience will drop subs on her. They love her.
Yeah.
They love her.
Do that.
They want to see more of her. They will pay to see more of her.
All right, so
she didn't. I don't think she did anything wrong. Rather than you could say that she framed it poorly, like you said earlier. She could have framed it definitely in a more sympathetic way.
Yeah.
To actually like make it more understanding and less like directly, hey, this is what you need to do, or else I'm not gonna fucking stream.
I don't know. Maybe it's good that we hold these people accountable when they. She had an ethics violation. And she's being punished for her ethics violation. I don't know. And what she doesn't realize, we had the Twiz Fizz made a really funny video. She quote tweeted the girl and said, "And I thought it was over," because she's been making a killing on these thoughts. Yeah. Go ahead.
She could have easily explained it away. Like if she started with, "Hey guys, I love streaming. I enjoy streaming with you guys, but unfortunately, I can't do this whole COVID thing and all this stuff. Like how financial situations are. I can't justify spending time on that platform when I can use it on, for instance, I don't know if she has an OnlyFans or not, but justify that spending time on my OnlyFans for the money I get back. Like I can't justify the time, especially right now.
Yeah.
Like I have to be making more money on this platform. If you guys are interested in me using it, I totally. But you got to make sure you support me on this platform because at the moment I can't justify being on that platform other than these whatever she's on.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
So you could easily frame it that way, and then of course you'll get the sympathy points from your Sims anyway, and then but also you won't look like a piece of shit to the people like external from you.
Well, you know what I noticed yesterday? I never talk about my Patreon like ever. And somebody asked me about donating. I forget what it was. Somebody can remind me. And I mentioned, I just have a bunch of different ways to donate. If that's the way I have a bunch. You don't get a lot for my Patreon, but the room when I go in there, But it's just an option for you to donate everything you see. I got 3 new Patreons just by saying that. And I think what it was is I wasn't asking people to sub my Patreon. I just mentioned I had one. And I think that's an example of you can attract more, bees with honey than you can doing what she's doing. In fact, you're basically attracting the wasps. All right, speaking of wasps, have you seen this Asian wasp that's coming to North America?
Oh, God. The killer one?
You got to see the size of this motherfucker.
I've heard of it.
Oh my God. It's
fuck.
It's giant. Look at it. It's from a fucking movie.
It's not really that big. It's just like kind of thick.
Yeah, it's supposed to get just in time for the fucking COVID virus. You know what? I think they eat bees.
Oh, nice.
That's not good.
No, that's not good.
No, that's actually really, 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 really bad.
Damn, those bitches are plump.
They're fucking big. Look, they're fucking big. Look at this one. Give you an idea how big this fucker is. That's an inch.
He looks far too happy to have that shit on his chest.
That's 2 inches, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's 2 inches. Look at the size.
Well, I guess Brave Wilderness has another video on.
Yeah, so this thing, I guess the first one was spotted in North America. I would not want to I wouldn't want that fucking thing on me. Does it like not? I was told if this thing stings you, it feels like hot metal is being poured into your body. Like that scene in X2 when Wolverine fights that female Wolverine and he takes the adamantium and he fucking stabs her with it. And then she sinks to the bottom of the fucking fish tank, and it makes a clunk at the bottom. You remember that scene? You know what I'm talking about? You ever see X2?
Yeah.
That is one of the
clone.
That is one of the best bad guy kills in fucking history. He takes the antimatter, he stabs her with it, and she goes right to the bottom of the tank, and it makes a clunk sound. Clunk. It is awesome.
You know what I really want to know? I want to know how fast these things move.
Me too. Let's find out.
Because if these things are moving at like, it all depends. It all depends
as fast as a wasp.
Versus bees. All right. 30 Japanese hornets kill 30,000 honeybees. You want to see?
Holy shit! Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
The bees rush out in defense, but this is their undoing. One by one, they're picked off.
Come here, fucker.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, look at that one bee. He's pulling the other bee in for safety. He's been wounded. That's amazing.
More hornets join the attack.
These things are not.
The hornets emit a chemical rallying cry, and this triggers a unique phenomenon. They no longer carry bee carcasses back to the nest. Instead, they slaughter, then cast aside the body of every defender they meet.
Hardcore!
It's the start of a mass attack. Each warrior can kill up to 40 bees a minute. The European bees outnumber the hornets 1,000 to 1, but they didn't evolve.
By the way, I wonder how American bees would do any better. European bees, I've lived here for a long time now, are unbelievably. You literally have to like fuck with them to get them to sting you. Whereas an American bee lands on you, he might just sting you for the fuck of it. They're way, way more tame over here.
Evolve alongside these huge Asian predators and have no effective defense.
Oh my God.
The music really sells it to me.
Within the hour, 10,000 bees are down. Their stings are not strong enough.
That guy's fighting like
But
they're
as
fighting.
the corpses pile up, the hornets begin to tire.
They're
Giant hornets are so big, they are in danger of overheating. But the scent of the prize inside drives them to fight.
Fucking massacred.
Oh, and then look at that feeling.
It looks like a Star Wars TIE fighter.
Yeah, it does.
3,000
It feels like that,
honeybees
right?
have died in
Is this
3
from
hours.
the Wu-Tang music
Falling
video?
victim to
This
just
is Order 51 or whatever they called it. Fucking
Dude, is this from the Wu-Tang music video?
oh man, Wu-Tang's getting slaughtered.
30 giant hornets.
30 giant horns for 30,000 bees.
One killer bee.
By midday, the defenses are breached.
Oh, what's gonna happen to the queen? These are motherfuckers.
Now the real plunder begins.
They're literally the Vikings of the insects.
Yeah, I know. They're awful. I hate them.
The hornets pay little attention to the few surviving bees. The motivation for the attack lies within the combs. Outside, the exhausted hornets exchange liquids to boost their energy. Inside, the defenseless young are butchered.
Ah, gross.
God.
The succulent and nutritious flesh will be a massive boost to the hornet's own
So
larvae.
they killed 30,000 bees to eat their fucking kids. Let me tell you something. Before you go, this is a cruel world we live in. And I came to terms with this when I was watching some African lion documentary. Like, everything eats each other, including us. We eat other things, too. Top of the food chain, baby. Ooh. And it just shows you that the world is not fucked up. It's a fucked up world. And this is the way things, this is reality. This is the way things roll. This is what keeps the planet fucking spinning. I've said this before, like, I watch this, there's two types of lions groups, or prides. There's nomadic lions, which are males that have been chased out of their prides, and they get up together. And after a while, what they do is they gang up, and they try to outnumber and spook the male lions from a pride that they want, so they can capture that pride, which happens all the time. So you get a bunch of nomadic lions, and by the way,
that's a lot
lions
of money,
hunt.
I guess. For
It's not true that females hunt for everything. It's only when they're the males hunt when they have to, and they go in, they chase the male off, or they kill the male, and you know what the first thing the females do? Oh no, then they kill all the young. They don't care if it's a baby. They kill the fucking cub right there and then. You know what the first thing the females do that have had all their children slaughtered? The first thing they fucking do, they fuck them. That's what they do, because that's reality. That's life. And what you just saw there is fucking reality. That's the way things roll. There's no way, I often laugh at teenagers that go all self-indignant and say, oh, that's fucked up. No, the whole planet's fucked up, dude. So there you go.
No, I love it. People won't stay inside for a pandemic.
Yeah.
And they'll just spread this disease carelessly. And I hope these killer bees coming to the United States are really going to give them a visual reason of why they should stay inside, or if not, they'll learn their lesson. And if these aren't scary enough, size alone, these move at 20 miles per hour.
Yeah, they're coming. I think they found them in Texas or something.
So go ahead, go hang out in your closed beaches, do whatever you want, be a bunch of assholes. Just know that when you need the hospital bed because you got fucking stung, we're not going to give it to you because we got people who actually need it.
Some COVID patient. Are you still on the stay? I'm moving away from the stay inside. You know why?
The what?
I'm not pro stay home anymore. I'm moving in, and I'll tell you why. Because they're showing beef shortages, and if we start getting supply line shortages, 50,000 deaths, 60,000, whatever the fuck we have, is going to look like nothing worldwide.
Yeah, they started beef rationing. You can only buy one per person.
I'm not pro stay at home anymore because I think I'm starting to see the evidence that the cure is, fucking worse than the disease. So I don't know. especially out by
I don't know.
in Oregon. Oregon's had no fucking hardly any death, and they're locking down, talking about locking down till September. Maine has had 50, I'm told, and they want to keep the lockdown going for. I mean, I understand that in New York. I understand that in like New York City, right, or Long Island or something like that, where they've really been hit hard, right? And I'm not saying that like open up tomorrow, but I got to be honest with you, this stay-at-home shit, you know, the first people that are going to be affected by it is third world. You're not getting your food because we're going to keep it for our own people. I'm starting to wonder if this is, you know, like I come in here and more people have been killed by COVID than Vietnam. And I'm like, well, that's pretty amazing because Vietnam went on for fucking 12 years. That shows you how great the United States
That's a lot of
Army is.
money, I guess,
You know?
for a person of color.
And then I think to myself, like, what about mass starvation? If the supply lines are broken because nobody's working. And then I think, might be worth the risk. Yeah. And I'm fat, I'm male, and I have a respiratory problem. So it's not like I'm willing to put my ass. I want my kid to go back to school. You know what I was kid doing today? Jumping in a circle.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
And I'm like,
for
what are you doing? I'm like, first, my reaction is like, what are you doing? And I realized, oh God, he's exercising. We can't let him outside. Like, that's no good. To see a 4-year-old just jumping in a circle because he's got to bring that energy. You know, I don't know.
We've passed something too to where I think our governor has passed something where now if she feels the need, she can actually force everyone to stay home.
She has probably no fucking legal authority to do that. That's the other part. That's the other part. And like, I think you're even starting to see it over here in Europe. Like, what are you going to do if we don't do it? You going to put everybody in jail? Huh? It almost feels like, you know, and this is only the Democrat states. They want to break the economy, so it creates dependency. That's what it looks like to me. There's got to be a time.
I mean,
I'm not saying don't go outside and wash your hands. I'm not saying don't wear a mask, right? I'm not saying, you know, don't social distance when you're in public, especially around people. I'm not saying have a party at your house. I'm saying go back to work and do it as safely as humanly possible. By the way, we started today in Germany.
Yeah, I'm on the different end of that spectrum because I haven't I haven't experienced the whole out of work thing or anything like that, or like everyone's just kind of home and kind of just loathing.
Nothing's changed for you. Nothing's changed for me either.
Nothing's changed for me except for I am
an essential job. You are kind of fucked, and you might even be fucked even if you have an essential job. Because, you know, my wife's telling me we're okay right now. If the companies that her company serves, we're screwed on the street. If they go out of business and they start ordering the things they need to order from my wife's company, we're done. Finish. Goodbye.
Well, I mean, all they have to do is just keep tightening the clamp around the businesses, and then eventually, if they make the rules tight enough, no one's going to be able to do anything, and then we're just fucked.
Maine's got 50. Yeah. Somebody told me Maine has 50 deaths, and they want to keep the fucking closed all summer. Are you kidding me? This shit's going to get more. The economic collapse is going to get more people killed.
I mean, we have 8 deaths where I am, and we in schools, some jobs are still like closed.
You live in a tiny area. I don't want to go too much. Your situation is a little different. You're also ruled by a king. We're not ruled by kings, and so it's a little different. Let me see this. I want to check Maine's numbers right here because I don't want to say that and look stupid and have it be like 7,000 or something like that. Let me check that real quick. I very much want to know, and then we'll definitely end the show. I'm enjoying doing longer streams lately.
Yeah.
Let's go to. Let's see. I'm gonna find this. Maine, United States. Oh, Maine doesn't look like it's hit hard at all. Cumberland, Maine, 20. Oh, it's more than 50 then. 6. So it's 50 at a time, but it's 0. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for 0? A person of color.
All right, so let's say the death rates. They have 100 deaths, and this woman's keeping the whole fucking city closed. The whole state's closed. I think that's more dangerous.
Well, she's probably more worried about the optics of her not closing down than the actual virus itself.
Well, I think if the economy collapses, they think, you know.
I mean, think of the backlash.
They'll have a better chance of getting somebody who's clearly suffering from dementia elected. they think they have a better chance.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll help. I mean,
yeah, we're expecting this to extend throughout the rest of the year.
No.
So
This could be for life. There's no guarantee we're gonna get a goddamn cure from this shit. Or a cure.
No, I know. I'm saying we're expecting that this whole like bullshit of like locking down and everything is going to be going on until about the end of the year.
I good luck with
President Trump.
Good luck with your jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with your job. I am not in this stay home fucking shit anymore. This is horse shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the Republican states like Florida. If they start open, if they have economic success and fucking, you know, Maine, who doesn't have any fucking serious problems, or Oregon or Washington don't have any, and they're locked down, it's going to be a little harder to justify, oh, look, Florida's functioning and all the new infections they're taking care of, and we're locked down and we don't have anywhere near as close as death as somewhere like New York City. Or dude, that's stupid. Because don't be fooled, people. The lockdown is not about saving people's lives. It's about saving the healthcare industry from being overwhelmed and breaking, which could kill a lot of people. That's it. That's all.
So we're saying that they should reopen slowly, not fast. Like, not just everything just opens up.
United States of America, I think every state should do it the way they see fit. But if you're going to, you know, as the numbers change, I know that they kicked those 2 doctors off of YouTube because they're saying that the death rate is overblown. They pointed out that if you have a COVID death, you're entitled to more federal money than if you don't. I'm hearing the death numbers are fucking useless.
Yeah,
you know?
well, you got to remember, Tommy, too. This is only the first wave of it. This is going to calm down and then spike up even more.
Yeah, probably in February or probably in October, December when it starts getting cold again.
Yeah, no, it's going to spike up crazy.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm more afraid of the supply lines being broken. I'm more afraid of beef not being there.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't think we should bolt everyone's doors closed or anything like that. I think just be responsible. For me, for instance, I'm around few thousand people a day.
Yeah.
I don't want to get anybody sick or risk getting anybody sick, and also I want to be able to be available to help because we're an essential business. It's my own choice. I don't want to get people sick. I don't want to have that risk.
I think you could do that and open up your stores again. I think other people could do that as well. I mean, obviously, some people are going to say, "Fuck it, I'm going to do what I want," but I don't think you can do this much longer and have the Western world is, believe me, I've been to places that aren't preferable to just about anywhere else on Earth as far as living conditions, and that's putting it lightly. And I wonder if you're not going to see anything that resembles the fucking country you grew up in, and it's going to be worldwide. It's not going to be like the American Depression of 1930s. It's going to be a worldwide depression. And you guys have, all you virtue signaling fucking left-wing douchebags, you have no idea what you're in for. I do. I've seen real poverty. And
I think
in South Central Los Angeles, I saw it in the Middle East, and you have no idea what you're asking for. None. Zero. Zip. And if you keep this up, fucking gambling with COVID is going to seem like a fucking nice alternative. I don't know. Probably going to lose my channel for fucking even talking like this.
Yeah, maybe. But I think it's just the whole question mark aspect of it that really makes it an issue. And I think the more that the testing is out and you can do the antibody testing and actually see, and when we can get that data and compile that data for how many people actually have the antibodies versus what's going on, and be like, okay, well, this isn't as big of a deal because there actually are this amount of people who have it, and this is the amount of people actually affected by it, and then this is the amount of people who are dying from it.
But
and then it's not going to seem like that big a deal. The pool's going to shrink.
We're seeing in California. We've seen in California these 2 doctors who, by the way, were kicked off of YouTube because they're not following
That's a lot of money,
World
I guess,
Health Organization's
for a person of color.
line of thinking. They're saying you have a 0.3 chance of getting killed in California as the time that I made that video with the data they had now. That's probably more than likely going to go even lower. As they test
100%.
more. So if that is the case, everybody's talking about science. Well, the data's showing it's not as deadly as we thought. And I'm not against the shutdown. We did with the best we could with what we had. I'm not pointing the finger at Trump or Boris or Merkel or anybody. They were definitely trying to save lives. But you see these fucking celebrities on Twitter and this mantra of stay home, and you start to fucking wonder after a while, is this where they want us to stay? You guys are having way too much fucking fun with this shit. And how much longer can it reasonably go on before it actually ends up killing more people than the disease itself, which is a completely reasonable question. And our social media companies are censoring us from asking that question. They're censoring professionals, and they're signal boosting the World Health Organization, who told people as of March that this wasn't that big a deal, and sided with China and said that this is not communicable. So I mean, that's the standard. Here's the rule on YouTube: you talk WHO or you're Alex Jones, and you might be out of here. The WHO, nobody got it more wrong than them. That's why they're not getting our money anymore. Nobody got it more wrong than they did. They fucked this up from the top down. So you have to side with the people that fucked this up from the top down, that are Chinese fucking cockholsters, and 2 doctors from California that have the data get thrown off the website. I'm sorry. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think it's time.
All right, I hope you enjoyed the show.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Thanks so much, Stephanie Carbino, biggest numbers of infected and deaths in Canada. Hey, let me tell you something. You're gonna wish you had COVID if you don't have something to eat.
Almighty infinite, independent excellence, devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist, fake identities. Okay, you cool with Jason Bourne, running with these Wolverines. Okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the King's home, slapping 5s, Blackstone, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated, the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me read them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
Fuck that bitch, Baskins.
I just realized something. Since we started playing Real Talk show, there isn't one Shot from the Point episode that goes by where you don't hear the word nigga.
Yeah.